Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Tigers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this time Murray to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen off the bootleg. And a catch made by Hopkins. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Hopkins, 32 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Buddy up! Come on! 58! Come on!
First down, Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Chicago.
Ready. 58. 70 ending. Mike, 58, right there. We own it. We own it.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Check.
On first down, Hooks. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Oh, you got deep?
Throwing again on second down. Allen, that's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for Devin Singletary, incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
70, Indy. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Operating from the gun. Austin. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Week 4 of the preseason, last chance here to make an impression. You know he wanted to play mistake-free football, but that just went by the wayside.
Like a lawyer, this is his closing argument. Now it goes to the hands of the jury, and you know who the jury is. The coaching staff. They've got to decide whether he's the guy, he's going to make the roster, what it's going to be for him. Mistake-free football is exactly what he was after. Unfortunately, he didn't get it.
Yeah, and it's magnified with him being a rookie. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. It's Nichols. Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the 2nd quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Looking to throw. Austin. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Yo. Go. Check. Go.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
10-2 song. Mike. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Check 43. Fire.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how would you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Rudolph looking to throw it. Got his man. It's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back to throw, Rudolph. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On the draw, Connor. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. White now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Let's make these babies cry all the way. Hey! I 7.
Back to throw is Austin. Throwing on 3rd and long. Looking deep downfield. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. And the pressure gets to him again. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Austin caught here by Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, rock it.
They'll go again with Bell. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup, and that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Rudolph. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not only going to catch the football, he's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. That's the way. Greystone. Ready.
Austin now throwing on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now. 60 Outlaw. Watch tight end. 4 down. Hey, Orbit. Let's go.
Austin to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Hey, Echo.
Looking to throw. Austin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Connor. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, break. Mike 51. Mike 51. All right. X3. 218. Chop it. Hey, let's get this. Lead Griffin.
Rudolph. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taylor now returning it. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Again, it's Bell. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna look at me. Go. Check 24. Watch 24. No. Ready.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you.
They got his man complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Philly. 64 yards. Back to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Max Williams finding the end zone on the game's final play. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, They walk away with a victory. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream, maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.